What's up, guys? We're heading down to Greenville for episode 6, behind the scenes of Impact Baseball. Again, my name's Trey Daly. We got Brent Haynes in the driver's seat, driving us down to Greenville on 264, going down to watch two legends in North Carolina high school baseball in the Easter tournament, in the Pitt County Classic Easter tournament. We've got J.H. Rose, the home of Ronald Vincent and Marvin Jarman, and they are hosting East Rutherford from, where's East Rutherford from? Way out in the west.
It's way out there near South Carolina.
Yeah, near Shelby and South Carolina, in that area. Bobby Dale Reynolds coaches that crew. I think combined they've got over like 12 state championships. What you got on that, Brent?
It's a lot. I mean, you talk about baseball tradition, you can't name two schools better than J.H. Rose and East Rutherford. I know there was a time in the mid-2000s, East Rutherford was winning back-to-back state championships. And they were running guys out there left and right, So they always have guys. They always win. It's just a culture. Both these schools, man, they just know how to win.
Yeah, I had somebody tell me the other day that Rose was having a down year, and so I look up there, and god dang, they 15-5. That's a down year. I mean, holy smokes!
That's just what the level of baseball that they're accustomed. Losing 5 games is a down year in Rose.
Hey, man. You can shoot 70 or you can shoot 75. Hey, I'm shooting 80. Let's take both of them. Like, guys, the expectation for Rose High School is through the roof because of Ronald Vincent. Hey, hats off to Ronald. Great guy. All-time winningest coach in North Carolina high school baseball. So we're excited to watch this game. They're gonna start Clay Stanley on the mound. He's been to our camps before. We saw him down in Myrtle Beach. He's headed to Pitt Community College. They're going to counter, not sure who East Rutherford's going to throw, but East Rutherford has a senior headed to North Carolina A&T by the name of Cameron Simmons. Got anything else on? And they got a junior, is he junior, senior?
Nah, he's a senior. Preston Helton, he's a senior. Big right-handed hitter, plays the outfield, got a strong arm, So both these clubs are going to be obviously well coached and well prepared.
Obviously.
So it's going to be a good game. Two legends going against each other. I'm pretty pumped up to watch this one.
Yeah, me and you, we consider ourselves legends. If we're here, those dudes are like way up here.
Let me tell you.
Like, those guys are on another level. Bobby Dale, Ronald Vincent. North Carolina baseball is better because of those two. So after this game at 1, we're going to head over to Aiden Grifton and watch Corey Skinner and Will James fighting Aiden Grifton Chargers take on Southview with Scott Ellis as the head coach. What you got on Aiden Grifton, Coach?
Yeah, Will James and Coach Skinner, they do a good job over there getting those guys prepared. They got a few guys committed. They got, who is it, Mason Ross, he's going to Methodist.
Yep.
And then they also have
Jordan Atkinson
going to Methodist as well. So, they're a little smaller school, but, they're always in there competing and making runs. So they're going to be well prepared and ready to roll, especially having a home game in this Easter tournament. And then Southview, I haven't seen Southview in a long time. So.
I have not seen Southview in probably 2 years. I talked to Scott last night on the phone for a few minutes, and he raved about his senior Riley Caudle. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But he's an unsigned senior. He's got a couple offers, so we'll bring you some footage of him today. We'll talk a little bit about him on the way back and the guys we saw. But this is going to be an exciting day of North Carolina high school baseball. The kids are on spring break. We're on the road. The sun's out. Hell, Brent's going to the beach later this week.
That's right.
What you got on that, Brent?
Hey, it's I don't have a lot of time on my hands, so when we get a little break in the action, we try to slip off and go see some family down at the beach. So we're gonna go down there for a few days. But hey, no worries right now. It's spring break. It's nothing but baseball right now.
Nothing but baseball. The trees are green.
The sun's out. The pollen's rolling.
Hashtag Zyrtec.
No doubt. I've been on my Zyrtec every day, so I'm controlling it.
And if you're wondering, yes, I've got my Diet Mountain Dew in my bath bottle. And yes, this is my wife's. I don't have anything that causes.
And I got my water.
And your water. Hey, you guys that see Brent Haynes out on the road, out on the field, my man has lost, how many pounds? 30?
About 35 now.
About 35 pounds. He's running. I think I'm just putting it on for him because I am not running.
Yeah, my wife, she thinks she's going to outrun me. She wants to run a half marathon. So, as competitive as I am, I can't let her do that, Trey. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to say, no, well, I'll run a half marathon too, and I'll beat you.
I'll beat both of y'all in the car. Hey, we're gonna hit on this topic real quick, and then we're gonna get down here and watch some baseball. Fired up today, guys. So, and I'm gonna let Brent kind of kick it off here, and then I'll piggyback a little bit on what he says. We're gonna talk about the importance of playing for somebody that can help you. Now, your high school coaches are gonna help you automatically because you're invested in their program. We're talking about in the summers and in the falls. At the end of the day, you've got to continue to get better with your high school coach in the summer and in the fall. No, straight. Yeah. So we're going to talk about the importance of making sure you're with somebody that can carry some clout for you. So as you as a former college coach, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, guys, you want to be, obviously, like Trey was saying, the high school coaches have the best interest in you and, the longevity of your career. They're going to help you any way they can. And then when you go into summer ball and stuff, you also want to have guys in your corner that are going to care about you and invest in you and help you reach your goals. There's a lot of teams out there, and there's also a lot of teams that, are just going out there and they're going to run you out there for 7 innings just to try to win a game. But there's also a lot of programs out there that are going to, look after you. It's not all about the wins and losses, but, we're trying to, guys should be trying to, is this where I'm going?
Yep.
Guys should be trying to look after your longevity of your career, so, make sure you're digging in and kind of getting some research on who you're playing for and, the background they have. Do they have connection to college coaches? That's a big thing, especially if you're playing summer ball and you have aspirations going to play college baseball. Do they have the connections with those college coaches? Is the college coach going to pick up the phone and call them? That's a big thing to have in the back of your mind. Hey, is this guy going to be able to really help me reach my goals, and is he not just worried about a win or a loss?
Correct.
So there are several programs that are about that have the connections and that can help you, but there's also some of these programs, we like to call it daddy ball. There's still teams out there when you get to high school that have the dads coaching, and if that's what you want to play, that's fine, but deep down, is that guy really going to be able to help you achieve your goals?
Right. When I think about summer ball, the number one thing that comes to mind for me when I'm lucky enough to coach some of these kids is, for example, I've got a kid I've coached that is going to the University of Florida by the name of Carter Boyd. And my number one thing for Carter is I want him to be better when he gets to Florida down the road than he is for me right now. The only way that's going to happen is if I take care of his arm and make sure that he continues to get better and doesn't plateau out. I'd rather sacrifice a couple innings and lose a game than win a game and stretch that guy out. At the end of the day, I like to win like Brent likes to win, like all these coaches like to win, but we like to see the kids continue to develop. I mean, I'm going to take a short story on Carter, for example. We started out in Atlanta last year, and we were playing a tournament, and he started the game. He was 84, 86, and the rain came, and we had an hour delay. And I went to his dad, and I said, hey, man, and this was the game we had to win. I said, hey, man, I'm not going to sacrifice your son's career for winning this game. We went on to win the game, but Carter did not come back and pitch. Now you fast forward it 6 months. Fast forward it, the dude's up to 90 miles an hour. Now, not saying I did everything right, but you got to look out for people that have the best interest of your kid at the end of the day.
Should be 2 good games today.
Yeah, you got Whiteville and Conway after this.
Yeah, that's one of the best 3A and one of the best 2A.
And they played Whiteville yesterday.
Marvin, how we doing?
Fine.
What's the sun's finally out?
Yeah,
And it's dry.
hey.
It's a miracle. It ain't been dry all spring.
Yeah, we are. There are more state championships on this field than the whole state combined.
I don't know about all that.
I do. You got Harvey and you got
Well,
you.
that might be true. But
We looked at the
it
schedule.
used to be like a 4A. You mentioned a 4A and a 2A, right?
right.
We ain't gonna back down, I promise you.
No, we know that. We in charge of country. Will James. What you got, Brent?
This is the country that Will made.
The country that Will has made. All right.
Just gonna do double duty?
What?
Just gonna do double duty?
Double duty. I just got it. I'm chilling.
Chilling.
Oh man, $7.
We are here to cover the game.
Oh,
Didn't make the list though. So.
didn't make the list.
Hey, look. Hey, this is what Will's doing in his spare time in the library right here.
Yeah, all day.
Make sure
all
you
day.
put that on camera.
Jordan,
Shortstop number 9, Jackson Upchurch. Runner first base, 2 outs.
Nice hair, bro.
We are on the way home from Greenville. Just got to check out 3 games down here today. Triple header for us. First game was Greenville Rose and East Rutherford. Greenville Rose took that game pretty easily. But East Rutherford, they didn't play very well today, but they're going to be a handful come playoff time. That team's better than what they showed today. in my mind. I don't know if you got anything to say about that, Trey, but
Yeah, I'll kind of piggyback off that. Talked to Bobby Dale before the game, and he was talking about the one bad inning that got him. And sure enough, it happened early in that game. They're going to be fine, though. Once the game got a little out of control, a veteran coach like Bobby knew he had a longevity of the duration of his season in front of him, so he tried to create some depth on the mound and in different positions. So he moved guys around to kind of see what he had, because come May and June, that team will be in it. They always are.
And then we swung over to North Pitt and got to check out the Newbern Bears as they were taking on Riverside. And I'm going to throw one name out.
Whoa.
Jamie Winfield. If that guy's still committed when you see this video, you need to go watch him. He hit a ball, the furthest ball I've seen hit in high school baseball, for his 13th home run. You heard that correctly.
13.
13.
All right, that's his third one today.
And it was his third one today, and he got every piece of that baseball.
Guys, I'm from New Bern. I heard somebody contacted me last 2 weeks about this kid, and I've never heard of him before. After watching him today,